Witam wszystkich bardzo serdecznie, I'm Mysticle, and today I'll be bringing you the latest in AR and VR news. As usual, you have chapters down below to skip to any specific part of this video that you might be most interested in, and with that being said, let's get right into it. Very first thing, something that I believe we were waiting for the longest time. How many of you guys are actually watching movies inside your Quest? Yes, we know there are a bunch of third-party applications to do so, and there did used to be a native Netflix app, for example, but that kinda sucked. Well, now there's some big news coming up, as apparently Meta overhauls the Meta Quest TV app to be a hub for a bunch of different streaming services. Originally known as Oculus TV, then Quest TV, and now simply TV, the app previously focused on 180 degrees and 360 degrees content, including user-uploaded videos. Earlier this year, Meta emailed all creators with videos on the platform to inform them that their videos will soon be unavailable, and would be deleted on September 22nd. The company recommended migrating them to YouTube in advance for the deadline. Now the TV app has been completely revamped. While it still shows select professionally produced 180 degrees and 360 degree content, such as Red Bulls Touching the Sky and The Faceless Lady, it now focuses just as much on flat screen streaming content from Amazon Prime Video and Comcast's Peacock. It features a sleek new design with 7 tabs: home, movies, TV shows, immersive, sports, music, and watch list. So yeah, currently it is quite limited as to which streaming services you can actually access on it, but it is the right way to go. Hopefully Meta updates the app in the future to support the other streaming services. Really happy to be seeing this. I believe this should have happened ages ago, as well, the TV app was a little bit old and outdated. So let me know what you think down below, and let me know whether you noticed the change. As well as that, Meta seems to also be changing the browser. Also for the better, as it is now going to include ad blocking as well as multiple new extensions. The Horizon OS browser seems to be getting a range of new extensions, including an ad blocker and multiple VPN options, a screenshot suggests. For most people, Meta's web browser currently only has one first-party extension, a PDF viewer, and one third-party extension, the LastPass Password Manager, which shipped last year. Now, 1 week before Meta Connect 2025, some Quest owners are seeing 8 new extensions available: an ad blocker, 4 new password managers, and 3 VPN services. Nice to see them expanding the Quest browser. It will make the browser a lot more comfortable to use and just, I don't know, make it seem like something we already know. Meta Connect is happening very soon, and as usual, as every year, we will be streaming it on this channel, so make sure to stay subscribed for that. And from Luna on Twitter, Meta Connect is in 1 week. It seems likely that the VR event will use the new theater/arena environment, and Luke Got Bored found evidence that there may be 3D models of some of the products announced. So once again, we're getting some leaks, getting some rumors about some 3D models potentially already being there for them actually being announced. So who knows? We might once again get a complete leak of the devices before Meta Connect, which for some reason seems to happen every single year. I mean, I won't be surprised whatsoever at this point. Something very interesting about that new home environment that we currently have on Quest. By the way, I finally got V81. If I didn't get it, I would have just sideloaded it from one of my favorite websites, which I can't mention here on YouTube. But the HSR Rooms demo from Luke Got Bored. Meta is developing an environment for its new Rooms platform, which will be accessible within worlds. The exact purpose of this world isn't entirely clear yet, but I believe it's part of Meta's effort to implement Hyperscapes in Worlds/HSR. This would be absolutely incredible. Meta's Hyperscapes are super realistic, and in case you guys did get a chance to try them out, I bet your minds would have been blown. I mean, mine definitely was. If they managed to find a way to implement things like Hyperscapes into Worlds, and perhaps even into our home environments, that would be absolutely amazing. Imagine being able to set a background of a Hyperscape, a super high quality 3D realistic model, instead of, I don't know, having the Horizon Plaza floating there. Even though I have to say, I've been a huge fan of the way this is implemented. The avatars running around are obviously just AI, and not incredibly smart AI at that. It would have been nice to perhaps see them be a little bit less AI, or less obviously AI, but the whole deal of you being able to walk up to the mirror and essentially teleport yourself down into that plaza that you can look over while being in your home is really cool. I do agree with a bunch of people on Twitter though, where they, or X actually, where they say that maybe it would have been nice to use an elevator or something for that loading sequence of you going down to the plaza, making it a little bit more immersive and making you feel like you were actually there. You know, going down to the plaza, a closed elevator would be a nice way to kind of have that loading sequence happen instead of throwing you into the portal. Another one from Luna on X, looks like Meta is quietly rolling out the ability to auto-convert images to 3D in the Horizon OS Gallery app. Seems to work well in my testing, though strangely there's no conversion button on the headset side. It has to be synced via the app. So yeah, I mean, this isn't entirely new either. We've seen other applications that do this and other devices that are already doing this. It is nice to see Meta finally giving users the option to have this though. So now being able to use AI to convert existing non-spatial photos to spatial photos, that is going to be a really nice opportunity, as not everyone can take spatial photos. So to Luna's knowledge, also, this year's Connect event will be largely focused on glasses SKUs. Though of course, there may be software improvements / reveals for VR and Horizon. I'd be very surprised if Meta didn't mention virtual reality at all during this year's event. I mean, that's why a lot of us are watching, even though I myself am also super interested in what they have to say about the glasses. And I mean, you don't need Luna to tell you that. Meta has been telling us themselves that they are focusing on glasses and smart glasses quite a bit, and they really want to get those AR glasses out ASAP. Not super surprised there, but just a little bit of a glimpse at what we could possibly be seeing during Connect. Now, onto some news that I missed to catch you guys up in case you also missed them. Meta quietly dropped support for native live streaming from Quest to Facebook a few years ago, and never got around to officially supporting other platforms. Now, early access tool BeamXR Live is available for free on the Horizon store, letting you do just that, and all without needing a PC to act as a middleman. Okay, so it doesn't let you stream to Facebook, although BeamXR users can stream VR and MR gameplay directly from their Quest to two of the most popular live streaming platforms, Twitch and YouTube. Notably, the app works across the entire Quest game library, making it a simple plug-and-play solution to capture any game and have your chat floating next to you, which you can see going above me right now. Since it's a native solution, you don't need a PC either. Developer BeamXR says while the app is in its early access phase, the team is actively building and implementing new features, encouraging users and the streaming community to help shape the roadmap of the product with feedback directly influencing upcoming features. This is really nice, as we never really got a native live streaming application on Quest to stream to platforms like YouTube, which is one that I, of course, would have been most interested in. Having a third-party developer implement something like this and implement it native without needing to stream to a PC first is going to be a great help to a ton of users, as a lot of people want to live stream, want to record to platforms, but don't want to be doing it through a PC, or maybe just do not have a PC. So it is really nice to see a developer working on an application to allow streaming directly there on Quest and having your chat float around you and having you be able to actually see it in VR. That's a very big deal. We used to have to use third-party apps and overlay things using OpenXR in order to make that work, but apparently now it is this simple. So really happy to see this. Now, we briefly talked about this a few seconds ago, but Horizon Worlds is getting AI-powered NPCs soon that talk, guide, and react in real time. So this is clearly not out yet, and this article was actually posted on August 28th. But what we have walking around the plaza right now seem to be the precursor to hopefully this, which is a very big deal, because using AI for NPCs is something we've been wanting for a while. AI that can listen to you and interact with you based on what you tell it, not based on, a number of pre-made conversations like we have had in a lot of games to date. Meta laid out the next step for its AI integration strategy for social VR platform Horizon Worlds, noting that very soon creators will be able to add AI-powered NPCs to their worlds. Earlier this year, Meta introduced non-embodied NPCs, essentially letting Horizon Worlds creators plug in background AI agents, which were meant to offer help but not exist as avatars. Now, Meta announced in a developer blog post it's soon rolling out fully embodied conversational large language model NPCs, which means makers will soon be able to populate their Horizon Worlds creations with NPCs ostensibly sourcing responses from Meta's latest LLM. Meta says this will allow NPCs to hold dynamic, unscripted conversations with players, mix scripted dialogue with LLM-generated replies, and use different AI-generated voices from a built-in library. And you can see the character builder in action going above me right now. So as I said, this is a very big deal. I do wonder how quickly they're going to be able to respond, because they have to listen to what you say to them, process that, send it off to the cloud, and send it back. To be fair, they've been pretty quick, even on my phone, you know, talking to ChatGPT sometimes, talking to Gemini, they have been quite fast. So I am not going to be surprised whatsoever if this ends up being a really fluid conversation. Either way though, that's going to be it for today's video. Thank you all so much for joining me. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day or night, wherever you are in the world. If you like this one, please leave your like. If you disliked it, I guess the button works too, but let me know why down below. If you're not yet part of our community, check out our Discord and our Reddit down below, where I want to see you posting your spice memes. And thank you so much to all the Patreons supporting this channel. You guys are amazing. Seriously, much love. Thank you so much for your support. You are what makes this possible. And as usual, if you want to be notified of content coming up on the channel, smack that subscribe button with your dim bell and see you next video. Peace.